Hi, welcome back to the Excel to SQL series. This is the eighth video in this series. We will now be looking at what we were in the same continuation of the topic, sorting. But in this video specifically, we will be talking about multiple column sorting. Right? We will see how we can do the same in Excel, and then we will head over to DB browser by SQLite and work on the same dataset in SQL like we've been doing so far. But before that, let's have a look at a bit of theory. So SQL allows us to sort data based on multiple columns, prioritizing the order in which the columns are listed. So this is achieved by adding additional sorting criteria after the initial column. So in the previous example, we saw how we can sort a single column, right? We saw how we can sort a single column. And in this example, we'll see how we can do the multiple column sorting. Excel also provides a similar approach using the custom sorting in the sort dialog box, right? I can, as a user, specify the secondary and primary sort to achieve the desired order, right? So let us head over to Excel without wasting any time, and then we can jump over to DB browser by SQLite. Great. Now here, what I want to do is I want to sort this data. So first I'll apply a filter. I'll press Alt-A-T as a shortcut to apply a filter. Not sure what this was. Okay, so this was from the previous example, I guess. We don't need that anymore, right? So in this case, what you can do is you can go to the sort option over here in the home tab, or in the data tab you have the sort option. Similarly, in the home tab as well, you have the sort and filter option, right? And in sort, you can go to custom sort, and I can say expand the selection, right? And this is going to sort at different levels. So here now I can define that. First, let me zoom out a little. That's quite a zoom in. Okay, so I can say that I want to sort my order date, or my, let's say, customer name by A to Z, right? I want to sort my customer name by A to Z. Or let's do one thing so that we have the same example both in SQL and over here. What we're going to do is we are going to sort. Let me open the custom sort window. Great. Not sure why it's asking for that. Select the data, home, and sort and filter and custom sort. Right. Great. Now the data has headers, right? So we're going to start by first sorting the category by A to Z. Then I'm going to add a level. I'm going to have my subcategory again by A to Z. Then I'm going to add a third level wherein I say that I want to sort my sales by largest to smallest, right? So there are three levels in this sorting. Now here in Excel, I have the option of changing the sort order as well. So I can change the level, and here you can see that first this is going to be applied, then this, and then this. As soon as I press OK, you will see that the data has been sorted. And just to quickly validate, within each category, so let's say the furniture category, you will see that bookcases has been repeated multiple times in this case, right? But the sales are in a descending order, which is largest to smallest. Similarly, if I head over to the next category, which is going to be, let's say, office technology, right? Within that category, you will see that appliances, the data has been sorted in a descending order. If you pay attention here, the data has been sorted in a descending order. And similarly, the next category, which is going to be after, I should have taken a smaller chunk of this data set now that I realize, rather than having to scroll thousands of rows, but that's fine. But just to communicate the idea that within each category in column I, we're looking at a subcategory first, right? So appliances, then art. Again, art is in a descending order, so 188, 174, and so on and so forth, right? Now we've got some functions as well. Like I had shown earlier. So I have the sort by function, in which I can decide that I want to sort this entire array. By array 1. So the first argument is going to be array 1, in which I want to say that first I want to sort this by my category column, right? I want to sort this by category, right, in a ascending order. Then I want to sort this by my subcategory, again in a, let's do this in a descending order this time. So I'll put a -1, right? In the sort order, I can put a -1, and then I want to sort by my sales, which is going to be -1 again. And as soon as I close my bracket, I get an error. Why is that? So we're sorting our entire array by I1 to I51291. If I just do this bit, and if I remove the rest for now, just to validate if that is the error, right? Okay, so the error was that in one place I had a cell reference, so A1205191, and the other place I had a entire column reference, right? So that doesn't work that way. So let me just add these again very quickly. So K1 to K51 to 91, and L1 to L51 to 91, right? And we will see that the data has been sorted in the right order. Just to validate, here now category is in the same order. So we have furniture first, like we had earlier on the left, right? But rather than having bookcases sorted, so rather than having the subcategories within furniture sorted in a ascending order in the right using the formula, I have done so in the descending order. Hence you see tables as the first category, and the sales then are in a descending order itself, right? So this is the sort by custom function. This is there in dynamic. This is a dynamic array function. This is there in the latest versions of Excel. Very quickly, just to validate, this is the formula so that you guys can have a look. Right? You can use Alt Enter in Excel when you want to break the formula into multiple lines. Right? You can use Alt Enter in Excel when you want to break the formula into multiple lines. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do is let's come back to SQL now. Let's head over to SQL now. Let's write a very basic query. So let me expand the width here so that the zoom level is correct. So I want to select all from, right, and orders.compact is the name of the sheet that we're working with. I will run this, right? So this should give us the entire table, which we already had, but just wanted to do a refresher. Now here I want to say order by. First we want to do it by category, right? Say category. So we choose category as ascending, right? Then we want to use a subcategory again as let's say descending this time, because that is what we did in the formula using Excel. And let's say then sales, but in a descending order, right? And as I run this gives me an error. Very quickly, just to check, if I run this now, this is still giving me an error. If let's head over to ChatGPT very quickly so I don't just understand, is there a I think because of the square brackets, because we put the brackets I think only when there is a space. No, that's not the issue, right? Okay, so let's head over to ChatGPT very quickly and let's try to understand what is the error. Perfect. So within ChatGPT, let's open a new chat, and here let's put in a question. So I'll see that resulting in error, and hopefully ChatGPT should have a helpful response for us, right? Let me zoom in this Chrome window. The correct syntax for ordering by multiple columns will list each column name followed by either ascending or descending. For descending order, separated by commas. I think we've separated those by commas. So order by category ascending, subcategory. Oh, I put an additional comma, my bad. This comma that I put in after the subcategory and the sales column, that was the incorrect bit, right? So very quickly, just to validate, if I can just copy this, paste this here. So we have category ascending, subcategory descending, and sales descending. That's the right order that we should be getting the result. Let us just check why we're not getting the result, and I think this has to be in a right. So the issue was that the subcategory column has a character in between, hence I have to put that in the square brackets, right? And between the column and deciding whether it is ascending or descending, you will not put a comma, right? I think this is the reason. Yeah, so we had earlier learned about this. If there's a space in, so for example, if I'm highlighting the customer name column, I'll have to put it in square brackets. But category and sales, since this is just one word as the column heading, that is not required. Very quickly, if we just want to validate, we can see that category, right? So category is furniture, and then subcategory, which was tables, like we had seen in our example, and the value for tables in a descending order, sales value for tables in a descending order, right? So glad we made those errors so that we can learn from them. This is how you would essentially do it. I hope you had a great learning session. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more content in the Excel to SQL series. Thank you.